Well, hello everyone. This is Raquel, and it is June 6th in 2021. And we are in the middle of some pretty extraordinary energies right now. We've just come through, can you believe it? 2 weeks ago was the final triple portal date of 2021. Then we went into a lunar eclipse. We're getting ready for a solar eclipse this week. And for some, I can even feel the trajectory 2 weeks away for the solstice. And there's just so much that is happening in the inner landscape as a result of all of the cosmic alignments, the planetary shifts, the eclipse, all of the things that are happening in the cosmos are having an effect, especially on the masses of humanity that are really quite unaware of all of the changes that are destined to happen, that need to happen to bring them into alignment. And the beauty of it is that we at least sit in a space of a deeper understanding. We know that there are major changes on the horizon. And all of the things that we have been through in the last couple of years that continue to shake the foundation of our reality. And this is really essential because we have to be able to disengage from the old ways of thinking, of being, of experiencing our lives in order to move into a new reality, a new way of being. And as you've heard me say over the last year quite often, that the awakening is an inside job. This is something that you cannot fake. You can't skip a line. You can't pretend that you are doing the work. You can't put on a good show and speak the right words and pretend like you are actually making the changes. It is an absolute requirement that each of us will need to move through as we go through this awakening and this ascension process. And so, as we move through our reality, which is quite literally coming apart, and it's not really being seen on the physical levels yet, but the foundation, the fabric, the underlying principles of our reality are changing. They're coming apart slowly but surely in the quantum levels, in the fabric of our reality. And as we continue to awaken, as we continue to move through our own inner landscape, our own foundational pieces of who we think we are, what we think this reality truly is, our belief systems, our patterns, the way that we have constructed our lives, are all going to go through a very deep level of transformation. And the energy that we're in right now in this cosmic window is a perfect time to really go deep into the roots, the absolute fabric of who we think we are, how we think our reality works, what our foundation really is. And for some that are not prepared, that aren't on the path, so to say, this can be a really discombobulating experience. It can be a very disturbing one because they don't understand the very foundation, the very root of what they have placed their belief systems on and their levels of consciousness on are actually coming apart. But the good news is that those of you who are on the path, who are doing the inner work, this transition, this dismantling of the old and the creation of the new is so exciting. It's so exciting. And I want to go back to the whole idea of new construction, right? It's never fun and pretty in the beginning. Digging the hole, laying the leveling for the foundation, it's not very sexy. We all want the end result, but we really are in the excavating period of building our new reality. And it's exciting because we know that if we go through and really set the foundation, if we clear all the old patterns, the beliefs, the weeds, the rocks that have been there before that are no longer going to serve, and we lay a solid, level foundation. And yes, I'm still using the construction metaphor here. But if we do that all correctly, then what gets built can be fantastic. And so, this whole idea of dismantling the old belief systems and our old ways of being and the way that we construct our lives literally is going through a deep, deep, deep level of excavation and reset. And yes, this is a process. This is something that will continue because we have to clear at the very foundational levels of our being the old thought processes, the old ways of being, the old ways in which we create, the old ways in which we viewed the world. Because we simply cannot create the new if we're still operating in the old. And that makes perfect sense in a logical way, but it's much, much deeper into the fabric of our psyche, the foundation of who we believe we are, and how we excavate the ego, the belief systems that were built on a distorted reality. And we are really being primed. The ground is being leveled. All of the roots are being pulled. All of the boulders are being excavated. All of the landscape is getting cleared. As we continue to do the inner work of really noticing when our ego is running the show versus our higher self, understanding when people are showing up in something less than integrity, when you might show up in less than integrity, or any of the above or different combinations, we're really being guided and shown how to recognize within. Because the outer world is an incredible reflection to what is going on. All the clues are there if you just can read them, if you can pay attention to them, if you can see them in your outer reality. Your higher self and the universe is continuously showing you signs, guideposts of where you need to look within. How does your inner landscape need to shift to truly come into alignment? And as we sit in this beautiful 666 energy, or 66, it's not a third six, that's next year, which will be interesting, right? June 6, 2022 will put us in a 666. But in this double digit energy. I'm already fully in the now moment even then. It's really about truly coming back into a place of balance within ourselves. The opportunity to move into a much, much deeper understanding and connection to our higher selves is presenting. And it's simply reading the signs and doing the inner work to align, to release the ego, the personality, the belief systems that are absolutely connected into the lower frequencies and the lower magnetics, and moving into such a much more profound level of connection and authenticity of who we truly are as divine beings of light. And this experience that we're sitting in with all of the cosmic alignments, as the cosmos herself, as the solar system herself, as all of the planets go through a transformation as well. Everything within our reality, within our solar system, within our galaxy and beyond is going through a deep, deep purging and realignment.